Nobody panic, please, but we're in the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for today, Mr. Y. Callum.
Y. Callum, it's a Y. Callum, manager of Slough, the best there's ever been. Y. Callum, it's a Y. Callum, look out for his dog.
Do another blooming playoffs! I don't want to do another playoffs! I don't want to do it! Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bill Sal with me, Y. Callum. Lovely to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the real life football manager video that we put out on the channel. I say we, it was me. I put it out on the channel. It is my channel. I love it when people act as if they've got a big team behind them. Although technically for that video I did have a few people filming, so maybe it was more of a team effort. We put it out. But I hope you did enjoy it. If you haven't watched that video, I'd thoroughly recommend it because it's a good video. It is good. Anyway, Slough in the playoffs. What is going on? So here we are in the playoffs, and it's an absolute madness. The boys are delivering. Specifically, let's look at Adrian Rodriguez, shall we? 4 goals in his last 5 games. Adrian Rodriguez is really coming out of his shell. He's scored 12 goals this season for us, and he's been a real thorn in the opposition's side. Now, I might have said we're in the playoffs. I mean, we were in the playoffs, but Everton played an extra game. So Everton have jumped us up to 59 points. But we are now 7th in the division. But we've played 33 games of this season. We're in the playoffs. What is going on? Now, I know what you're going to say in the comments. You're not in the playoffs. You're 7th. But, and that is correct. We're not in the playoffs. Let's face it. We're not in the playoffs. But the fact we're even in the running for the playoffs with 13 games to go is madness. We had a good run on the last stream. Shall I show you? So this was our run on the last stream that we did yesterday. In particular, if you focus on the last 6 games of that stream, Bristol City, Burnley, Sheffield United, Everton, Sheffield Wednesday and Watford. And why these were all so significant is we were beating teams around us. And when you think of the playoffs, that is something that you need to be able to do, beat teams around you. So if we look at the likes of Burnley, we look at the likes of Watford, Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, we lost to Everton, but we gave them a really good game at 5-3 in the end of that one. But remember those names: Burnley, Sheffield Wednesday, Watford. Burnley, Sheffield Wednesday, Watford. I think we even beat Blackburn in the run-in. No, we didn't. We lost to them. But we did play them, so a good memory from me. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is we're playing teams around us and we're beating teams around us. We are actually genuinely competitive here. Now, I'm not going to get too overexcited, but we've got a game in hand on 2nd place and we're 6 points behind them as well. I mean, what is going on? We're about to play Southampton away from home, which will bring us back down to earth, I'm sure. They are in 9th, 2 points off us. It is very, very tight from sort of about 10th upwards. But the reality is we should never be in this situation. It's our first year in the Championship. It's absolutely incredible. So here we are heading to St Mary's. I assume it's St Mary's. It's difficult at this stage in the save when you're about 11 years in because teams move grounds. No, it is St Mary's. And there's Craig Pawson as well. He's given 5 red cards and 57 yellow cards. Why have I highlighted that? Oh no. They have got a team which is almost completely new gen apart from Silvano Voss and Keanu Dyer, who I feel like is just Kieran Dyer, especially with the number 7. Let's be real for a second. Promotion from the Championship in the first time of asking, after getting promoted from the National, League 2 and League 1 at the first time of asking, is an unbelievable achievement if it was to happen. I really, really don't think it's going to. Just to be clear, I really don't think we're going to get promoted. But if we did, surely we finish bottom of the Premier League with like the record lowest points, you would assume, because this squad, like a lot of them, are apparently League 1 or League 2 quality. You know, we are still playing with the same sort of players really that we were playing with in League 2. As Dyer crosses it in towards Martin, and who heads it into the back of the net, Ivan Martin. You know, we are competing against sides who are a million times better than us. You know, like the lads are really, really overperforming. Our captain Justin Briley is a very good example of that. A player who should not be at this level and yet is performing excellently week in, week out. Of course, with that goal, Southampton would go above us in the league, and suddenly that gap to the playoffs would start widening. But this is the thing when you play teams around you, especially away from home. It's very, very challenging as Gennady knocks it up to Big Bennett, who does win that initial header, but it's through to Bainton now for Southampton. I fully expect us to lose this game after all the optimism and the excitement. I've been thinking all night since the stream, you know what, maybe we might just do this. And then obviously FM's going to take that away as Big Bennett is through here though. Big Bennett, he's got to, hasn't he? Oh my goodness, he has. Come on, get in there. It's a lovely goal from Big Bennett. It's well worked by Rodriguez. He's such an unorthodox striker, Big Bennett, being 6'7". You'd assume he's sort of a big target man, but he's not at all. He's got pace about him, and his best attribute really is dribbling. I've even seen him do a Rabona at one point this season, and he makes it 1-1 here when it was all doom and gloom. Thanks, Big Bennett. Briley now with the throw, 35 minutes on the clock, almost exactly, which is nice. Big Bennett's got the ball off to McDonald, finds Kofi Ajayi, who crosses it towards Big Bennett, who hits the post. Oh, we say he's not the big man in the middle, but he can offer that for us, and that is a really big chance. As Mickey McDonald seems to have a knock and is booked, so I might have to take him off at half time. As Agyemang now gets the ball from a Steve Gennady goal kick. Back to Savi Ibe, who's been really, really good for us this season. Savi Ibe, who'd be someone who we need to look at in the summer, whether we can afford to sign. As Justin Briley drives down the left-hand corner towards Big Bennett. Oh my goodness, what a miss. And that is the issue with Big Bennett. He has the height, he has the physicality, but with heading of 10, he's not very consistent in the air. And at half-time, it is 0-0. I think we will have to make that change in midfield with Mickey McDonald. So we do make a change. John Ogbenea coming off the bench and Mickey McDonald. Mickey McDonald's been another player who's been absolutely excellent for us this year, so he will be missed in the second half. However, if we look at the scores around the grounds, Everton beating Coventry obviously means they will retain their place within the playoffs. As Savibe wins that one, Big Bennett doesn't win it. It's a bit of head tennis in there, which is not advised in your own box. Gabriel Moscardo, Martin is well blocked, and Bennett for some reason is heading that. He literally could have taken it down and turned around, which sounds a bit like a move in the cha-cha slide, doesn't it? As Cho Chang Min now gives it off to Beagle, which is a breed of dog, as he whips that in, and it is over the bar. Poor cross. 58 minutes in, maybe we make another change here. We do not make another change because there's almost an immediate highlight as the dog comes down the left hand side. Beagle into Christou. Long ball to Bainton, who's in behind. Oh, it's off the post. Goodness me, Gennady was scrambling, and Briley managed to get that one away. Now we will make a change. I'll be honest, this is bold. We're taking a central midfielder off. We're dropping Rodriguez into the pocket as a shadow striker, and we're bringing Dietville on. So we're actually going to almost like a 3 up front here with Rodriguez slightly deeper. I just feel like this game at the moment is leaning more towards Southampton, so unless we do make a positive change, we may well lose regardless. Derby losing 2-0 to Oxford United is quite significant, as well as they are the team above us at the moment, so that gap would drop slightly if we held on. Oh my goodness, I was convinced we were about to concede then. Gennady holds it unbelievably from that strike, as Bolwell now will throw it into Sills. Bayern Bolwell, who came off the bench for Briley. Denton heads it down to Mason Hunter. Mason Hunter into Kessie Denton. Ogbenea chips it to Dietville. Is he onside? Oh my goodness, we've done it. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Big Bennett has scored again. It's brilliant from Slough. The ball was dinked over the top. Was hit by Ogbenea. This pass is unbelievable, by the way. Dietville, who was onside. Bennett wasn't at that point, but then Bennett got back onside. Dietville played it across to his strike partner, and the changes worked, and we're winning 2-1. I can't believe it. I felt like Mourinho. I can't get over that ball from Ogbenea. What a pass it was. The vision to be able to see it, and then to be able to execute it, more importantly, is incredible. 5 minutes have been added on here, and the time is ticking away. I can't tell you enough what a massive win this is. We were 1-0 down in that early in the first half. We came back, and then just to score that, I want to see it again. Ogbenea, that pass with his wrong foot, and then Dietville to have the vision to play it over to his strike partner. Big Bennett at the double. What a win that is for us. And that win does now put us actually into the playoffs. And if you look at the teams above us as well, they've all played 35 games. So we've actually got a game in hand on the team above us. Below, they've all played the same amount. Bristol City have played 33 for some reason. Cardiff have played 32. What are they doing? They must be in some sort of cup competition. Should we have a look? See, this is a sort of tangent I love looking at in the FM. They're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. What on earth? How have they managed that one? Goodness me, they lost the first game away from home to Man United. I kind of hope they win that. It's today. Should we find out what happens? Oh no! It went to extra time and they lost. They equalised in the 91st minute and then they lost. Oh, Cardiff. Well, the training facilities have finally been upgraded as well. A big financial burden that we took on. But they've now been upgraded to good, which is, you know what? I'm trying to think of the word. It's all right, isn't it? It's great. I've got it. It's okay. No, it's good. I should have said it's good. Do the zoom again. What do you mean? Do the zoom again. Do the zoom again. It's good. Yes, nailed it first time. Come on. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I've only just seen this as well because we're on the screen. The owner will retire by the 23rd of the 5th, 2034. That's this season. So we had like rumours of buyouts before, but surely we have to be bought out if that's the case. Just in case you were interested as well, the man who we almost bent the rules for, Owen Morris, is currently playing for Leyton Orient in League One. He scored 14 goals in 32 games. He does still look like a good centre forward, in my opinion. Would we be considering to get him? Potentially. I do feel like Big Bennett has come in and done his role quite well, though. So even at 6'6", he's not 6'7". He's no Big Bennett, though, is he? Just for comparison, there's Big Bennett, a dribbler, a finisher. You know, that's what you love to see at this level. He might not be that good in the air. His heading's gone up to 11. And his jumping reaches 16 because he's super mega tall. But yeah, no, that's. I think we got lucky. We're going to make one change to the team, partly because of his incredible pass, but partly because Musa Jemo is got that high injury risk, and we've got a lot of games coming quick and fast here. So Ogbenea comes into midfield in that central midfield attack role, which he does really well, actually. We're away at Wrexham, another away fixture. Wrexham doing really well in the save. Should we have a look at what's happened to them? So I've got to come over here to show you. But Wrexham won the National League, as we know, came first. Then in League Two, they finished 11th in game. Then they finished first of League Two, and then they were in League One for quite a few years until in 2031-32 they came third and got promoted via the playoffs, and then last season they finished 20th in the Championship. So Liam Rossini's Wrexham have become quite established within sort of the League One space, I'd say. This season 12th in the Championship, so doing quite well. We're at the point in the save where you look at the team and you don't really know anyone. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, even the real players, I don't know them. I know the manager, and that's the extent of it. And when you fly up the divisions, you don't get to sort of know the players that well. I noticed they're playing at Stock Kairas, which seems like an interesting ground. And we are being refereed today by Lee Doughty. I'm now starting to wonder whether Stock Kairas is just Welsh for the racecourse ground, because it is called the racecourse. It's the little bit over the O that's throwing me on the Stoke. Stoke? I don't know. It's probably not Stoke, is it? Kessie Denton over to Sam Sills now. Ogbenea plays it to Adrian Rodriguez. Good first time pass off to Justin Briley. He's got targets to aim at in the middle. One of them is Adrian Rodriguez. I talked about him at the start of the video. That's a lovely little finish from our Argentinian. Well worked again by Justin Briley, another assist for him, but it's a 1-2. It's a very lengthy 1-2 between Briley and Rodriguez. Briley puts it across the face. Rodriguez gets that all-important touch past Elliott in the Wrexham goal, and we are 1-0 up. Happy days. Kofi Denton. Kofi Ajimang has picked up a knot, so we might have to consider his place in this game as Denton gives that one away. Sills into McDonald, off to Kofi Ajimang. He's got a bit of time out there. Ajimang shoots. Oh, McDonald shoots. Oh, my word. It's 2-0. McDonald's been so important this season, as has Ajimang, who I think I might take off now, actually. We're down that right-hand side. Sills into McDonald. Another long 1-2, really, via a defensive block as McDonald hits it on the volley. It's a lovely finish by the Mohawk, and it's 2-0. Let's get Ajimang off. He's such an important player for us, Kofi Ajimang. He's been absolutely brilliant since we've bought him, but we bring on Ethan Evans to replace him just because it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm sure that's a phrase, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Why is my microphone so high today? There you go. Can't even see it now. It's like I'm just talking to you. I don't know. There you go. This is perfect. Briley into Sam Sills now. Over to Kessie Denton. Big Bennett. Oh my goodness. I was going to say Big Benton then. I'm not sure why. Remind me of that meme. Benton. Benton. It's Fenton, isn't it? Rodriguez hit the bar anyway. And at half-time, we are winning by 2-0. Just notice the goal scorer for Leeds, Imbalambala. Imbalambala. Great name. Imbalambala. That's fun to say. Almost as fun to say as Andrew Omobamidele. Gennaro saves. England's under-21's number one. England's under-21's number... Everyone! England's under-21's number one. England's under-21's number one. As it's crossed in, Savai heads that one away. Clark crosses it in and Ogbanea clears that away. Big Bennett now. I tell you what, I would have loved to see him run. He's like a horse galloping when he goes forward. He's beautiful. He's glorious. So we've been a couple of changes. Dieterville and Wilmot coming into midfield there. Something I want to fill you in on is Hamzad Kargbo. Now, Hamzad wants to leave the club. He's on loan, not permanently, but he does want to leave because he's not getting game time, as Dieterville should score. Hasn't scored a goal yet this season, and I was desperate for him to score a goal in the Championship. I'll tell you after this corner. I was going to say comment. That's not... We're not on YouTube. Wilmot crosses in. Dieterville! Dieterville, Dieterville, with his left, with his right.
He'll score a match for you tonight. He scored one, he might score three for the mighty Slough FC.
Well, that song was ruined, wasn't it, with the Justin Briley injury? Oh no, I've got to take him off. But yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about the Hamzad Kargbo story. So Kargbo hasn't scored in the Championship yet. I want him to score in every division, ideally, if he can. And we won a penalty in the 23rd minute of a game. And I thought, you know what? Let's get him on. Let's get him on to take the penalty. He's come on and he's taken it. He's taken it, big Hamzad. It's his first touch of the game. Come on, Hamzad. Come on, Hamzad. Please, Hamzad. I brought him on and he's missed the penalty. You are joking me. You are joking me. He actually went on in that game to hit the post and the crossbar as well. So he got very close, but he didn't quite score. Maybe this is the one, with this being 3-0 up. Could he potentially get himself a goal, or even create a highlight? I am now very, very worried about Justin Briley, I'll be honest with you. With 7 minutes added on as well, that could be quite a significant injury, as Evans knocks it up to Dieterville. Oh my goodness, this is the moment. Dieterville, please. Hamzad. Yes! He's done it. Come on. It's Kargbo. I haven't heard this song in so long. I can't believe it. It's awful goalkeeping. It's 4-0. Hamzad has a goal in the Championship. My heart has just exploded with happiness. Oh, I'm so happy he's done it. I'm so happy he's done it. It's so hilarious. I mean, Wrexham have fallen to pieces. 4-0 away from home. Like, we're genuinely a really good side at the moment. But FM knows how to take all the happiness and excitement out of you. That Justin Briley injury is really concerning me. Wrexham, a mid-table team. That's not like we've just beaten bottom of the league 4-0. We've beaten a team who were 12th by 4-0. And we have gone up because of the goal difference. It was that. I didn't even think about the impact of the goal difference. We've now got the joint second best goal difference in the league with Brighton. Not Brighton, Blackburn. Read Callum. But although the points are very, very close, it does take us up to 4th, which is incredible. Oh, Justin, please be a couple of days. I forgot Kofi Ajaman got a knock as well, so he's also injured. So both our fullbacks who are so integral to the way we play. Come on, be short. 1 to 2 days for Kofi. I wasn't expecting a big one. Justin Briley, 10 days to 2 weeks. It's not ideal, but it could have been a lot worse. That could have been the season. We are going to miss him. I don't know how many games he'll miss, though. So I'd be remiss to not look at Hamzad Kargbo here. 32 years of age. He's still got 2 years left on his deal, bless him. 404 league appearances for Slough, 233 goals, and that being his first at this standard of football. He's only played 9 times this season. He has struggled to get in the squad, let alone the team. All of them have been off the bench. We haven't given him a start this season other than in the cup. But 1 goal, the all-important important goal. Honestly, that makes me so, so happy. And the fact we've got it on a video as well is magic. We'll always have it, which is amazing. But look at these. His record has been incredible. It really, really has. I mean, 43 goals in 41 games that season. The season we finally got out of the Vanarama South is obviously a huge, huge one. And I mean, look at the goals. And it's just everywhere. It was only once we got to League One in the Championship, he was slightly found out. But an absolute club legend. He's our top appearance maker of all time and our top goal scorer of all time. We're just about to take on Lincoln in 2 days. They're bottom of the Championship, and look who they've just hired. They've hired Frank Lampard as their new manager. Playing bottom is already pretty difficult on FM, but the fact they've just got a new manager as well, I mean, we're going to lose, aren't we? Strange one here, Jack Radoni. I clicked on him because he actually played against us this season for Burnley. Was released. He's played 25 games this season for Burnley, but on the 31st of January they released him. I would guess it was a morale issue, or maybe he decided to go. I mean, they bought him for 8.5 million a couple of years ago. Looks like a pretty able midfielder. We'll keep him on trial for a little while, I think. He was born in Carlshalton, so we could sign him via the Bill Slough ruling. He is in the Bill Slough region. He even played for Corinthian Casuals for 5 games. Could be quite an astute signing in the run-in. I just wonder whether it'll upset the apple cart bringing him in. I'm not sure. He would be our best central midfielder according to the scout reports, but he's not fully scouted yet. You can't see that. 32. Do we need him? I'm not sure. I don't think we'll make any decisions this video. I've only just noticed this little column here, which says games missed in a row, because Musa Jimmo had one next to him. I was like, oh, of course he's missed a game. Ramon Barfoot has missed the last 89 games. Oh, Ramon, he's so bad. He's so bad. The fact he's even played for us 4 times. He's conceded 12 in those 4 games. He played a game for us last season. Oh dear, Ramon, how are you still here? He's on a non-contract as well. We're not even paying him any money. So we make a couple of changes from the last game, with DTville coming up from Big Bennett purely to rotate, to rest for a game. And Bayern Bolwell comes in for the injured Justin Brierley to take on Frank Lampard's Lincoln City. So Lincoln have had to substitute their goalkeeper in the 7th minute, which is not ideal for them. So they've got Marcelo Fernandez coming in. I don't know how talented he is. He doesn't look awful, if I'm being completely honest. But no highlights as of yet, 25 minutes into the game. But now there is a chance. I believe it's a corner, is it? No, it's a free kick. Rodriguez will take McDonald has scored. Come on, Mickey. You would have thought it'd be the other way around, McDonald to Rodriguez, but it wasn't. It's a lovely free kick from A-Rod, and McDonald, he almost got beaten in the air by this man here, Mason Hunter, but McDonald was the man who won it. He's miles onside as well. I don't know why they're checking this. And the substitute goalkeeper, Fernandez, didn't look convincing there, did he? I was going to say that was the only highlight we had in this half, but there is now a second highlight as Udgren has it. 30 seconds of this half to go. Toucan, which is a bit like toucan, which I actually like a toucan. What's everyone's opinions on toucans? A-Rod heads over the bar. I think it's a solid bird. Although, how do they fly with such a big beak? I don't know. Sometimes things just don't make any sense. Like, how do planes work? Anyway, moving on. It's 1-0 half time. 2 subs at half time for Lincoln. As they now have a free kick in a good shooting position. Bonivy. Great save from Steve. Well done, Steve. Steve has just become a goalkeeper who, why am I going to say this out loud? I'm going to say it. We can rely on, as that is an awful bit of heading from Lincoln. He came in last season. We thought, he could grow, and he took Dylan Aday's position as number 1. We signed him on a permanent deal, and he had the summer playing for the England under-21s. I've kept that pretty quiet. I haven't really let people know that that's what he did, and then he's just been a really steady Eddie. Maybe we should call him Steady Eddie Steve Gennaro. Stevie Eddie. Move on. Couple of subs, Mathunzi and Wilmot coming on just for fresh legs more than anything, to be honest with you. Musa Jimmo moving into the playmaker role. Sills plays pretty much every minute of every game, so we thought it would make sense to get him off. Once again, I'm using we as if there's a team of people behind me. It's just me. I was making the decisions. Here's a blast from the past. Hamzat Kargba and Danny Imre coming on off the bench. Imre's made the bench because Briley's obviously got that knock, and we haven't got a spare left back. So we've just got 2 right backs on the bench instead. It's a bit of a gamble, I'll be honest with you, but we are holding on to our lead at the moment. There is a corner late on here. Wilmot will take into Danny Imre. Jimmo now turns away from his man. He's got a man on the left. That man is Bayan Bolwell. Bolwell gets inside. Hunter on the edge. Back to Bolwell. Where are we going with this one? Bolwell crosses. Carbo scored again. It's Carbo. I love this man so much. I can't believe he's done it again. He's headed that one. And it's 3 points for Slough as he makes it 2-0. Happy days. I mean, that is... He scored 2 in 2. What's going on? The man is a machine. And I was over the moon with his first one. I'm over the moon with his second. That's more of a Carbo goal, a headed goal. He didn't even get off the ground. In fact, he had to crouch a little bit to head it past the goalkeeper. But in the 93rd minute, he makes it 2-0. And a game which could have been a real banana skin has ended up being a comfortable 3 points. We're 2 points off top. We're 2 points off top. What is going... This is, can I just say, 63 to 67 from 7th to top is incredible. What a title race we've got coming here with 10 games to go. It is incredibly close. I mean, the team with good form is going to get there, and, you know, we're on pretty good form. So there's been a couple of messages in the inbox in the last moment or so. The chairman is looking to stand aside Howard Moore. Could step down sooner rather than later. I mean, we did spot this before, didn't we? Apparently, it could go to another member of the board to take his place, or alternatively, in this message, it said a local investor. So either way, not overly exciting. So a big game here against Derby at home. We do have the rest, both Sam Sills and Briley, both of them very close to being back from their injuries, but not quite. So bring in John Ogbonair and Bayan Bolwell, who obviously started the last game anyway. Big Bennett comes back into the team now on low injury risk after that rest in the last fixture. Another big game, We're on really good form. Win this, and you know what do we do? Derby, of course, sitting in 6th place, 1 point underneath us. As we said before, it is so very, very tight. Couple of poor results and we could be out of the reckoning completely, as Ajimang's free kick goes all the way through to Foley in the Derby goal. It's going to be a brilliant end of the season, regardless whether we're involved in it or not. And it'll be very, very intriguing to see who does get those automatic spots and gets the playoff spots. Lots to be had as McDonald blocks that cross really well. Ajimang now into Savi I, back to Kofi Ajimang, wearing the armband in the absence of Briley. But that's a really poor pass from Kofi as I hit my microphone. Stand shoe now for Derby. Butera, which has butt in it, which is pretty funny. Buffonge. Emre chips it. Hunter misses the header. Zarate is in, and Zarate scores. Guillermo Zarate. And just as we started to dream, Derby have come to pop the dream balloon. I was trying to do a hilarious metaphor. That one, not hilarious, like a really thoughtful metaphor, and it wasn't very good. I think Zarate is offside there. When the ball is played, does Hunter get a touch to make him onside? Are we going to see an offside thing? Yeah, right. So when the ball is played, I mean, he looks off to me there. I know the lines are very dubious for me, but we're 1-0 down regardless. And it is, I mean, it's Kofi Ajimang's fault, and he's given it away there again, our captain for the day, as Emre now heads that on to Zarate, and I thought he'd scored again. That net rippled, but luckily it was the wrong side of the net. Saviai with the free kick into McDonald. It's awful. It's an awful bit of football there. And Derby are really putting it up us, if you will. Zarate, brilliant save from Steve Gennardi. We're holding on here. I think we need to make a change. But first, Derby will have this corner. Emre will take it, causing us all sorts of problems on those right as Buffonge heads over. Let's change the formation. Now, this is bold. We're in the 21st minute. Derby are all over us, but I am going to make a change this early. Ogbonair is going to come off. We're going to bring Rodriguez into this attacking midfield role, and Deterville will be coming on. It's probably the earliest substitution I've ever done, but I feel like we're in, you know, not only a race for the playoffs here, we're in a title race potentially, and you've got to make big decisions. Well, it's half time. We're 1-0 down, yet to register a shot on goal, which is not ideal at all. We just haven't really turned up, despite having a bit more of the ball. This is really disappointing. However, and what I'll say to the lads, and I'll say to all of you, it's only 1-0, and things can change very, very quickly. Goal kick here to Derby as we have registered our first shot on goal, which is good. That's a positive step as Botera, who's still probably seething from my laughing at his name. It's over to Williams now on the right-hand side for Derby, into Emre, shoots. Oh, it's a brilliant bit of goalkeeping from Steve Gennardo. Important bit of goalkeeping from our number one, as Emre will now take this corner. He's caused us all sorts of problems in this game. Gets the corner in. Ibe heads that one away back to Emre, though, as he's got another chance as he gets inside, shoots, and it's another brilliant save from Gennardo. Fantastic goalkeeping. And Emre will go to the other side to hit an in-swinging corner this time with his left. It's in towards... Oh, it's a penalty. You are joking me. Kofi, who gave away the ball for the first goal, has given away a penalty as well, as Emre steps up against Steve. Oh, he went the right way, but he strikes it past him. And Emre Goke, who's been brilliant, let's face it, really, really dangerous, possibly seals the 3 points for Derby there. Oh, he's so unfortunate, Gennardo. This might be ridiculous, but he scored 2 in 2, so I'm bringing Cargbo on to see whether he can have an impact. McDonald is going to replace Rodriguez in that position as well. Wilmot actually coming off the bench. Ethan Evans is going to replace Kofi Ajimang, who frankly has had a really poor game and has been at fault for both the goals, so we need to get him off as well. Free kick here. Wilmot will take. Not known for his free kicks, I don't think, the 6'5" man, and it didn't really show much there as he hits it into the wall. And it's gone for a corner. Wilmot will take his one short, you would assume. To Musa Jimmo, back to Wilmot, who gets the ball in towards, D. Taville heads over the bar. A big chance for us there. You would have hoped that would have fallen to Cargbo, but it's a chance at least. Got to think about goal difference here as well. It is significant at this stage in the season as Emre has the free kick and hits the post. My word, that player is a baller. And we get away with that one. Free kick here. Wilmot will take again. It's long towards D. Taville, heads up. McDonald scores. We have a lifeline with 2 minutes to go. It's a lovely finish from Mickey, that. It's very well worked. Wilmot knocked it in towards Dieterville, who headed it down, and on the volley, McDonald smashes it past Foley. We've got a chance. Should we go for it? If I know FM, I know that we will have no highlights whatsoever now until the end of the game. There we go. Wonderful. And the game ticks away. We lose this one 2-1. Well, that does conclude the video indeed. We finish it in 6th place. Still in the playoffs, not comfortably, I wouldn't say. We're not comfortably in anything, really, but neither is anyone, with us being 4 points off top. We're 2 points into playoffs, though, with a good goal difference, it must be said. Still a good goal difference, but that Derby game may be bringing us back down to earth a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Cargbo scored 2 goals in the championship. It's magic, isn't it? I'll catch you on the next stream, which will probably be on Thursday the 22nd. And I'm guessing we'll conclude the season there. I'll make sure to fill you in on YouTube with what happens, though. Lots of love. See you soon. Goodbye.